What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out here on the water and it is an absolutely gorgeous day. Definitely one of the prettiest days we've had in quite a while. And I'm out here on a mill pond that I actually tried to come out to a couple of days ago, and it was absolutely frozen at the launch. But today, finally, it has thawed out and we have water temps of 42 degrees. So today, no bass rods. I only have my ultralights with me today, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun because the other day I came up with an idea of tying my own crappie jigs using stuff that I could find at Walmart. And I wanted to see if you could really go out and catch dinner using stuff that you could just find in the craft section at Walmart and catch some fish on. So I went out, bought some pipe cleaners, bought some 16th ounce jig heads, and I bought some white feathers. And I just basically tied up these little jigs right here. I did one in this nice flashy blue and then one right here in this silver to imitate a minnow, and just put a little feather tail on there. And we're gonna see if we can catch some fish utilizing these. I'm sure that I can catch some crappie on them. And that's gonna be the main target for today, trying to catch some nice crappie for the frying pan, for a good old fish fry, and we're just gonna have some fun. I wanted to come out, not fish so hard, and grind it out like I have been bass fishing, and just wanted to have some fun and try to catch some crappie. So we're gonna work our way up here to this spillway bridge. There is another boat up there fishing up there as well, but we're just gonna work our way against the wind, see if we can locate some crappie on LiveScope, and we're gonna see if we can catch some big ones today on some homemade jigs. So let's go ahead, get on the front of the boat, let's see if we can catch them. Alrighty, y'all, we are gonna drop the trolling motor, and we're right here at a little bit of a main lake point here, and we're gonna see if we can catch some fish. Like I said, I did these on a 1/16 ounce head right here, and I'm gonna start off with the blue. I don't know, the feather might be a little bit too big, but I just got that on this Lew's Laser SG combo with 6-pound test P line, and we're gonna see if we can catch some. I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. I hope so anyway. So let's see, we got to get our line wet. That's one thing that I always preach about when using a spinning setup, is always get your line wet. You've got to get it wet. There we go. I think we'll be okay as far as the casting goes. But we're going to work our way right around this point right here. We're going to see if we see any crappie. We're going to drop it down on some and see if we can catch them. Make sure we got our drag set right. But definitely they're going to be up here at the dam where these guys are up here fishing. So we're not going to encroach on them or anything, but definitely there's going to be some fish up there. And last time I was here, it was some big schools of crappie up near the dam. So with this wind, I might be wishing I did some of these on 1/8 ounce heads, which I do have some 1/8 ounce store-bought crappie jigs. So if we gotta utilize them, we will. But there's definitely some over here on this point right here. But I definitely want to fish against the wind if at all possible, because going sideways and trying to fish like this sideways typically does not work too well. So we're gonna work our way here and see if we can find some crappie willing to bite. These guys up here look like they're casting and trolling, potentially trolling a little bit too. But it's windy. It's been windy. When you have these warm fronts, it's always windy. That's one thing about in the winter. When you get a warm streak or a few warm days in a row, trust me, it is gonna be windy. The wind's gonna blow. And today it wasn't even supposed to blow. Light and variable is what it said. And once again, they missed it. So let's work our way up here and let's see if we can find some crappie on the scope. And when I find them, I'm going to show them to y'all so y'all can see definitely what they look like. And that way, if you're utilizing LiveScope for this technique, you can kind of know what to look for as far as the schools, how these schools of these crappie look, and then also kind of how to catch them. So I'm gonna talk y'all through the way I'm approaching them and the way I'm fishing for them once we find them. So let's find us a group. All right, y'all. So we have found an absolute wad of crappie right here. We're gonna see if we can get one of these to bite this homemade jig right here. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to get one. Oh, there we got one. Look at that. That's a little guy. Look at that little teeny guy on our little homemade jig. Hey, I'll take it. Chill out, buddy. I mean, that's a little one, but hey, little homemade jig right there. Y'all check that out. Let's see if we can get another one. There's a bunch of them down there. I mean, a bunch of them. It was so cool. I kind of threw that a little bit short, and he came up there after it and ate it. So we're gonna see if we can get maybe a couple more to come up and eat this thing. I don't see why not. I think that cast I just made was a little bit definitely off to the left of where they were at. Let's see. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Let's see if we can get one. Oh, there's some coming after it. Looks like a pretty good one. A couple coming after it. Oh, we got that one. This is a good one here. A real nice one. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a nice one on that homemade crappie jig. He's not a giant, but two came up out of the top of it on that silver. I got a blue one too. I might try that blue that I made and see if I can get them to bite that. They might actually bite that a little bit better. About got my words mixed up there, but this is a big old wad of them right here. They seem to be liking this silver though. I probably wouldn't mind having a 1/8 ounce head. Oh, there's another one. An 1/8 ounce head on here, but these fish right here are eating. Oh, went to put my rod between my legs there and I completely dropped it. Thank you, my guy. Oh my goodness, he stuck to my glove. He stuck to my glove and literally went spinning. Dang, sorry about that, buddy. All right, let's get these cameras reset. All right, so had to do a little retie there because had some major line twists going on. When you cast this thing, it spins. It's just the way it does, but took some of the line off. So now we're gonna see if we can get one of these bad boys. Still throwing this silver. Still throwing this silver. They're all over it. I mean, all over it. Let's see if might pick that blue up here in a second. Ooh, that one hit it so hard, he knocked slack in the line. That is a nice one. Get in here. That was cool. I'm gonna tell you what, this is proof right here that you can make your own crappie jig literally out of just some pipe cleaners, some shiny pipe cleaners, and some feathers, because that was a nice one and that is fun. I'm gonna drop that blue down right here in a second and see if we can get them to bite that blue. But I'm just throwing it out there, just really just keeping it up above their head. It's so important, bass included, to keep it up above their heads, because if you keep it above their heads and they come up from underneath of it, they bite it way better. So let's see if we can get one from over here. Here's another little group of them. Oh my goodness, he had it on the fall. I might end up, you know what, I think I'm gonna shorten up the tail just a little bit, because they are really nipping this tail a lot. So I'm just gonna shorten that up just a little bit. We'll see if that makes any difference. We'll see if that makes any difference on the hookup. Because they are really biting it. But I think they're just nipping at the tail. Oh, there goes some. Coming after it, coming after it. Get back on them. Oh, they kind of like that retrieve. A bunch of them came up after it on that cast. I was kind of like just hopping it along above them, a little bit more aggressive strokes, and it's a little one, but they definitely seem to kind of like that retrieve right there for sure. So as I said, the key to using LiveScope is, you know, for one, you have to make accurate cast. In this case, it's not that big of a deal because it's so many crappie that if you're off just a little bit, you're still kind of definitely in and around them. But you have to make accurate casts. Like right now, I'm dropping down on top of them right there. This wind is still blowing me away, making it a little bit difficult. Definitely an 1/8 ounce head, I think right now would suit me much better than this 16th, just because it's so light, the wind's blowing back to me, and it's creating a little bit of a line twist fiasco as well, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but we're dropping back on the back part. Oh, I saw that fish come out and eat it. It's so cool. So many crappie. I mean, really, a lot need to be taken out of here because it's so many. It's so many of them, but they are fun. They are fun, and they seem to really be liking this blue. I had thrown it at them a little bit earlier, and really wasn't getting any kind of reaction, but right now it seems like they're biting it pretty good. Oh, that one ate it. Oh, now that is a nicer one. That's a much nicer one there. We might keep a few of these for the frying pan. You know, I can fillet that dude right there. For sure. He's not a giant, but we can definitely fillet him. I've caught a couple that size that I probably could have kept, but as we catch a few that are big enough to fillet, I'm going to keep a few. We're coming back down on a couple more now. And that there, ooh, yeah, there we go. That fish felt a lot bigger than he is. I could get a fillet out of him though. We're gonna throw him back though. Just a touch bigger than that. Man, this is fun here. I'm going down right to one there. Let's find these crappie. There they are. Man, what a wad of crappie. It's been so cold, these fish have really gotten down here towards this dam and really congregated and made it super, super fun. But we have definitely answered the question. We have answered the question of whether you can catch fish using stuff you literally found at Walmart in the arts and crafts aisle, because that thing has been catching them. I mean, that blue seems to be triggering them a little bit better, that blue one that I did, but that silver one was doing good as well. Oh, this one is all over it. It's like if you don't get them to bite when they initially, oh my goodness, another small one. I might end up throwing that one back that's in the live well if we don't catch any more bigger ones. But it was that one kind of came out and bit it, but it's almost like if you don't get them to bite it on that initial fall, on that initial drop when they first commit to it, it's really hard to get them to bite after. Let's see. And something else too, I mean, if you're looking for a really good ultralight rod and reel combo, these the Lew's laser combo, oh my goodness, that fish came up and smoked it, and that was a big one. These Lew's laser combos are perfect. Now I do suggest putting braid and doing a braid to fluorocarbon or a braid to mono leader. I do definitely suggest that, but on these reels I already had 6-pound test copolymer, so I just went ahead and went with it. But when you're throwing something this light, it definitely makes a difference. Definitely makes a difference. You know, really I even like 4-pound test, to be honest with y'all. I really like 4-pound test, but this has 6 on it, so it's a little bit kinkier. Plus it is cold too, which makes a big difference in dealing with line and line twist. It's so fun. Oh, that's a nicer one. Little bit nicer one. Basically on a piece of pipe cleaner and a jig head and a doggone craft feather, we're out here catching them. We are out here catching them. And the crazy thing is, you know, my daughter was actually going to come with me when I was trying to come here the other day, and the whole ramp was frozen up and we could not get the boat in. So it was kind of a bummer because she wanted to fish and try to catch some on him, but it just didn't work out. Yep, there we go. Saw some more right there. You can see them out there at about 70 feet, you know, and then as we get here closer to them, they're gonna clear up a little bit. Definitely gonna try to catch some more, and then we might go to bass fishing. Might do another video and do some bass fishing, dragging the jig. We have definitely had fun firing this homemade jig. Had some crappie though. I don't think I got that far enough. I don't think. It's hard to get it out there as far as you need to. There's one coming after it. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Got him up there on that lead edge. Nice. Thank you, my guy. This is a big old wad of them right here. Big old wad of them. Ooh, that was a bad cast. My finger hung. My line or my glove did and slung it off to the side a little bit, but might be able to get one. Oh, I see it. We got one coming after it too. Get this one in. Got those out of like the back of the, oh, he come off. I threw kind of like to the back of the school then and dropped it off the back of it. Seems a lot of times if you can like get it beyond them, they really bite it pretty good. Like if you can get them to come up out of the back. That one, ooh, I do not know how in the world. That one, yeah, I was gonna say that one was aggressive. This is so fun. This is so fun. On them little homemade jigs. There we go. There we go, y'all. And we are going to end it on that one. Very small one, but I'm going to tell you, we answered the question of whether you can catch crappie on little homemade jigs. And that blue is the one they seem to like the best, but he's a little guy. We're going to throw him back. But it was a fun time. It was a fun time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I'm going to pick up that bass rod, and we're probably going to do a jig only video coming up next. So like I said, pipe cleaners and feathers, we caught some fish. We had a good time. So I'm going to end this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy it, and I will see you next time on Gunfish TV.